Hi guys, Big Cheese here once again here at the Chuck E. Cheese on Pineville Matthews Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today, like promised, we are going to take a look, a much closer look at the Ultra Mod, totally awesome glass display cases they have here, a part of the new Retro Zone created by the fans, okay? This is a one-of-a-kind display unlike any other location, so let's go through it item by item and really do it all justice here, okay? So here we have some old Chuck E. Cheese Hot Wheels from the 90s. You have a NASCAR truck there because Charlotte, North Carolina, as some of you may not know, is actually the city of NASCAR racing. Some photographs taken in 2025 on an old VHS camera, making it really look like it is the early 2000s. Really cool there. Old Pizza Time Players puzzle there. Some figures and the famous poses of the famous artworks you would find on various promotional images, just like that Jasper there. Where a kid can be a kid bumper sticker, 1991, Showbiz Pizza Time Inc. That phrase, of course, coming from Showbiz Pizza Place, was Chuck E. Cheese took after the merge. Chuck E. Cheese classic banner there is some Pizza Time Theater stickers, more so concept unification stickers once the band was converted to the all-new look designed by the late, great Dave Thomas. Rockstar Chuck stickers from recent times. Little coin, you recognize that face? That's my old and new profile picture of the Big C classic promotional PTT Chuck image from the early 80s. Some very ultra 80s, speaking of, tickets here of a really old, more so Archie Bunker kind of Pizza Time Theater Chuck there. Birthday star necklace with the Avenger Chuck, gold plated. More recent Rockstar Chuck coloring book. I won't spend too much time on more current merchandise. Also stickers, toothbrush of Tuck's Chuck, and an Avenger Chuck Christmas tree plus. Okay, they did many variations of those Avenger Chucks. As you can see here, we have a Santa Claus version, both for the Christmas season, I presume. We have a classic figure of Munch, Helen, and Chuck. Poor Chuck fell down. What are you doing, man? Get back up. Hope he's okay, I'm sure he is. Those are very early 90s concept unification once again. You can find those on eBay, but I think they're gonna cost you a pretty penny at this point. Much more current day Avenger Chuck figure you can still get. Birthday star tokens holder, contribution Chuck little cup stopper there, ski ball tickets, some ultra new shiny coins. Those tokens are probably the 2018 versions. I believe that was the last time they made them before fully transitioning into the Play Pass system. Server tags here, play cards. As you can see, there's my iconic profile picture there once again. Chuck E. Cheese playing cards once again, my profile picture once again. And here's a derby you used to be able to get at the prize counter way back in the 80s. Now I actually remember this from when I worked there in the 80s. Really, really cool, totally vintage. Another birthday star coin holder and yet another Avenger Chuck plush variant, this time being the birthday star one. Making our way down to the bottom shelf, we have a concept unification Helen Henny plush there. Very, very classic. A patriotic Chuck E. Cheese for the 4th of July there. An Avenger era clock with Avenger Chuck doing his nice jump there. A more recent Rockstar Chuck bank, I believe. Some masks from the 2020 pandemic. Some table holders. Now this is probably the highlight piece, or one of the highlight pieces. The classic Chuck statue used on all the shelves back when they used to have the little shelves on the side of the stage and the showroom walls, which you can find only today at the Northridge, California location, one of the few legacy stores aside from Pineville here. Just look at the wear and tear on this guy. This guy could have a whole video himself. Just really iconic piece of Chuck E. Cheese history. You may also recognize him from the famous Time magazine posters they used to put around the place back in the day to really make you feel like you're at Chuck E.'s place, really make you feel like he's a star, okay? As well, Pizza Time Theater era mugs here. Some early 90s cups of Chuck in yellow, Helen in pink, white, and Munchin. What else do you expect but purple? Back here we have one of the nicest Pasquale plushes ever made, I think, and his classic red and white checkered Italian vest, which he still wears to this day. Alright? Gumball machine there. Here's a cheerleader Helen plush, kind of in the style of Mitzi Mozzarella, back when they quote-unquote Mitzified Helen for concept unification. A Pirate Avenger Chuck plush variant. More recent Frisbee there. And here we have a very cool 90s token cup with, once again, those 2018 maybe 19 very recent tokens there. As you can see, that's about as shiny as you can get. I mean, gold platinum right there. Really, really awesome stuff. You'll never see a token shiny than that. And right here, this is the other highlight piece, straight from the Studio C Alpha, as you can see by that desk. We have the bird here, who is unnamed. Now, this guy was originally going to replace all the other Chuck E. Cheese characters when they planned to install the Studio Cs in every single location. Thankfully, the voice of Jasper, Jeremy, actually stopped that and said, no, we have to have all these characters, and thank goodness Jeremy Blader was right, because you can't have Chuck E. Cheese without Munch's Making Ben, right? But nonetheless, this is an iconic piece of Chuck E. Cheese history. Now, in my opinion, the Studio C was kind of the beginning of the end for the stages and the magic of Chuck E. Cheese, but that's just me. This is a piece of history, regardless, and actually a recent addition. Very cool parrot here, made by the Garner Holt Animatronics company. Also does a lot of stuff for Disney. Don't know what location that is from, but moving on here, we have Chuck E. Cheese with the Hendrick Motorsports driver Chase Elliott after winning there. And that is because Chuck E. Cheese is currently partnering with the NASCAR team Hendrick Motorsports. And the fun fact is, Jeff Gordon, former driver of the 24, also has visited the Chuck E. Cheese at Pineville Matthews Road. Isn't that funny? We have an Employee Service Award, we applaud you. Silver Platinum platter here of Chuck, Jasper, Munch, Helen, and the Squally, and the Avenger era attire is really cool. The really classic print of the band right there, all the walkarounds outside what seems to be a Phase 3 Cool Chuck exterior for a promotional image. Here's a gumball holder in the form of a picture frame. Here's an Avenger Chuck picture frame as well. We got some more employee awards. These are very 90s here. Back when they were still transitioning his design from Cool Chuck into Avenger Chuck. There's a little referee version, Chuck E. Cheese. Thanks for helping us make magic. Fredericksburg, September 4th, 1999. Mohammed Sadat there. These are real pieces of history, you know, all collected here to be celebrated, which I just think is really, really cool. There's Concord, North Carolina, not too far off. Here's another highlight piece, no doubt about it. This is the jumbo plush of Chuck E. Cheese from the Pizza Time Theater, back in his old red derby, red vest, black bow tie, and yellow vest there. Really awesome. You can see just how old that is. So vintage. Would definitely cost you a pretty penny on eBay these days, I can imagine. And he's honestly in pretty good shape. I'm surprised. He's got some whiskers there, which you definitely wouldn't see on the plushes today. Really cool felt eyebrows, felt hat. It's worn a bit over time, but you know, I think that's a part of its character. What do you guys think? More Avenger Chuck plush variations. Here is a scuba diver one and a baseball one. Right there you have some early 2000s gummy pizza. I do not imagine that tastes very good now, so don't eat that, dudes, but it is a piece of history regardless. Hopefully it'll be around for, hey, maybe a century more to come. Alright, here we have the Showbiz Pizza Place thermos along with Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater, because after the video game crash of '83 you might have heard of, they had no choice but to merge. So here is a piece of history you would have found at either Showbiz or Chuck E. Cheese. I'm assuming they were sold at both, because Billy Bob did appear at Chuck E. Cheese and Chuck E. Cheese at Showbiz, vice versa. Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater mug there. Imagine starting off your morning with that. Here's one of the most unique pieces of all here. It's a Chuck E. Cheese and Billy Bob watch, and this is the sole and lone appearance of a Rockify Explosion character in this one with Showbiz, which I just think is really cool. Take a good look at that right there. Billy Bob, Chuck E. Cheese, you know, putting their differences aside, being friends like I think they should be. What do you guys think? Showbiz Pizza Place, Chuck E. Cheese on good terms like we all want them to be, right? Because we love both bands at the end of the day. Come on, man. More watches here. My profile picture image again. 80s, 90s, all around. Some really cool pencils. Imagine taking those to school back in the day, back in the 1980s. Really old Ruru there. Various Chuck artworks on there. Really nice. Chuck E. Cheese cap for employees, I presume. Here's one for kids. Chuck E. Cheese, please. Like they're begging their parents. Very cute. We have a Chuck E. Cheese wintertime blanket, I believe, with a little Santa hat. Nice blue winter theme. Up here you have a more recent item. 40 years of fun. We're approaching 50 now, but that was the exclusive token you could have got there back in 2017, reading 1977. Cool 90s puzzle there. Bag of more recent tokens here. There's my profile picture once again. And a mini pencil set, along with some pins. I assume spelling some sort of name here. Chuck, Pasquale, Helen, and Jasper there. Moving on, here's a Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater figure. They're very cool, much like the statue actually at the Toronto location, which thankfully is a legacy store, and that statue is being saved, thankfully, so that will live on. Chuck E. Cheese Pez dispenser, don't eat the candy in that for sure. There's this little piece of history from the favorite Avenger era. Those might be socks there, and a Harmony Howlett bib, of course, for the little ones. 1982 Pizza Time Theater Inc. She was, of course, one of the rotating characters on the body of Helen Henny. Nice little wallet there for you too from 1981. Very cool, very cool. Some bumper stickers. This is something you definitely couldn't get today. I Heart Chuck E. Cheese's. Birthdays are special at Chuck E. Cheese. And hey, that's a current song of theirs. And where a kid can be a kid, of course, which came from Showbiz Pizza Place, but then as I explained, Chuck E. Cheese took in 1991 after Confrontation. I got a little jewelry holder there. A really unique Chuck E. Cheese cup here. Mug, I should say. And drinking coffee out of that dude in the morning. Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater Classics, about as classic as it gets right there. It does not get any more classic than that. Really cool retro font they now use at the 2.0 locations, which I must say is one of the few things I can admire about the 2.0 locations. And more bumper stickers. Follow me for fun, Chuck E. Cheese's, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater, and you're a winner at Chuck E. Cheese's. So very, very cool display case all around here. Some ultra mod, ultra retro pieces of history here. Found nowhere else but the Chuck E. Cheese's here on Pineville Matthews Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Alright guys, that'll do for this one. Remember, it's easy being Chuck E. Cheesy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, bye.